Shucky ducky quack quack. Smells so good. I'm taking it all in.
What y'all laughing at?
All new Family Feud.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm getting scared.
Brought to you by We Are the Caring Store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVM TV. No more fear of missing out. CVM TV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVM TV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVM TV News to see it happen.
Open a Sagicor Bank savings account from anywhere. Go online and open yours today.
The time by Sagicor Bank is
7 o'clock.
Jesse Ripoll Primary School principal and wife killed in U.S. crash. School delays reopening following tragedy, while the Morant Bay councillor is calling for a fix to poor drainage. And in sports, Windies women to face Bangladesh.
From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7 for Saturday, January 4, 2025. It's our weekend edition, and I'm Ramon Gordon. The education sector is reeling following the passing of a local primary school principal and his wife in a freak accident on foreign soil. Courtney Lewis reports.
The teaching fraternity is today mourning the loss of Jesse Ripoll Primary School Principal O'Neill Stevens and his wife Kamika Lindsay Stevens following a crash in the United States. CVM News understands the principal and his wife were attending to their vehicle that had complications when they were struck by an alleged drunk driver. His wife's mother and their 2 daughters were reportedly injured and admitted to hospital. The Jamaica Teachers Association reacted to the events this morning.
On behalf of the Jamaica Teachers Association, I extend profound condolences to his immediate family, the Jesse Ripoll school community. The community was greatly loved by not only the students, but the teachers, the parents, and the wider community. And this has really been a huge shock to the system. Anybody said that to know this gentleman is to have a profound level of respect for him and the work that he and his team would have done together.
The Vice Principal Marsha Moody Benbow in a letter today describes Stevens as an exemplary leader, a beacon of inspiration and dedication, while urging the continued support of the school family. Jesse Ripoll Primary's reopening has been pushed to Tuesday, January 7. The JTA is also rallying around the senior leaders as the school recovers.
I trust that the Board of Management, working with the various leaders within the school, will have to step up to the plate and help to stabilize things. It's still very early, and so we continue to provide whatever support that we can as an association, and ask that all those that are in a place that permits them to support the surviving family and friends, that they do so. And we continue to unite around the Jesse Ripoll family, school family at this time, and around O'Neill and his wife's family also.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Meanwhile, the Education Minister is also offering sympathies. The ministry is promising counseling aid for the school come Monday.
The news of Mr. O'Neill Stevens' untimely passing is a profound loss to the education fraternity and the nation. He was more than an exemplary leader. He was a beacon of inspiration and dedication. His vision for excellence in education and his steadfast commitment to the holistic development of our students left an indelible mark on the Jesse Repole Primary School community. Alongside him, Mrs. Stevens was a supportive partner and a cherished presence to the extended school family, always contributing with grace and generosity. On behalf of the ministry, I express our deepest condolences to the Stevens family, friends, and the Jesse Repole School family. This is a tragic start to the new Easter school term, and our hearts are heavy with grief. In light of this tragic event, the ministry has activated its trauma and grief counseling teams to provide immediate support to the students and staff of Jesse Repole Primary School. The team will be available on the school premises starting Monday, January 6, 2025. The ministry urges the public to keep the family and the school community in your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time.
To other news now, officers in St. Katherine South say they're prepared for the new year, aiming to double their successes in crime fighting. Here again is Courtney Lewis.
The St. Katherine South Special Operations Team is said to be the oldest and most successful unit by some, and the top cop in the unit is reaffirming its commitment to greater policing, lifting his hat to the officers for their diligence in service.
They are aware of all the policies that govern the JCF and aware of the discipline. So the team, I'm surrounded by disciplined members, and so we don't pose that challenge in terms of governing people that are on that team, because all of them are senior people with a lot of experience, and also they are very much disciplined.
He attributes the force's success in 2024 to the unity and motivation of leaders.
We have relationship work-wise and otherwise, apart from work and our private time. So we're not just there for work. Off work, we're friends, so it makes the job a lot more easier. And I know people's strengths and weaknesses, so we try to do the best we can as leaders to motivate the ones that are lagging behind, and then everybody can be on the same wavelength.
The unit reportedly recovered over 20 illegal firearms, apprehending scores of criminals last year. Now they're hoping to improve performance with additional boots on the ground in 2025.
Well, hopefully we will be more successful this year, because a lot of members on the team we're more motivated, and a lot of people have been promoted in the latter part of the year, and so they are more driven. So what was done last year, we're hopefully that we can achieve twice as much of that this year with the drive that we're having now from members.
Ellis expressed confidence for the year ahead, even if the team's numbers don't increase.
We're motivated and driven. We have great leaders in high places, and our area officer and commanding officers also motivate us, and so I motivate the people under my command. So we will do great this year.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Residents of Morant Bay and St. Thomas are growing increasingly concerned about the risk of waterborne diseases due to poor drainage and road conditions along Rosemary Lane and near Morant Bay Primary School. Stagnant water pooling in potholes has created unpleasant sights and odors, with residents voicing frustration over the lack of action. Morant Bay Councillor Rosemary Shaw says the issue remains a sore point despite repeated calls for road rehabilitation.
Smell what is happening here, the stench that is coming from here. There is going to be an epidemic, a breakout of disease. This situation, I have spoken about it on numerous occasions, and you hear that there is no funding. This is a major thoroughfare, and I am bringing it to the attention of the authorities to do something about this drain. It runs all the way from Rosemary Lane, Rosemary Avenue, near to the Morant Bay Primary School. You have seen the terrible condition of the surface of the road at Rosemary Avenue, near to the school. I mean, pedestrian, the vehicular traffic, and the road is in a terrible condition, and it's not that people have not spoken about. They have complained, and I am now taking up this mantle as the newly elected councillor for the area, appealing to the authorities to deal with this situation.
The Labour Ministry has pledged to strengthen its efforts to improve the rights and well-being of Jamaicans with disabilities, aiming to create a more inclusive society. Here are the details from Britannia Witter.
Minister of Labour and Social Security Colonel Charles Jr. says the government is focused on improving the rights and well-being of persons with disabilities in Jamaica. Minister Charles made the disclosure during a care package distribution by the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities at Cheshire Village in St. Andrew on December 31st. He highlighted key initiatives from 2024, such as integrating persons with disabilities into the Overseas Employment Program, which he says has seen significant success.
Last year also, we were able to send persons with disabilities on the farmer program. But 2025 must now be the year of I Am It. That is our national campaign to really increase and improve awareness, to promote rights and promote the well-being.
Inspired by the residents' energy, Charles says the I Am Able campaign, which began early last year, encourages people to change their views and attitudes towards those with disabilities, calling it a source of motivation for all.
I Am Able is a positive message for every Jamaican. If it is that you're disabled, you know you're able because you can create an environment for you to have access and to be included. If you are not disabled, many persons who are not disabled are still telling themselves, boy, we can't make it, we can't do it. And I think the I Am Able campaign is going to highlight a lot of persons with disabilities, and they will become the inspiration for many other Jamaicans to know that if he and she can get it done with those challenges, then certainly I am also able.
Cheshire Village, a 20-house community for people with disabilities, received food packages through the JCPDC's annual Christmas distribution. In collaboration with UNICEF, the JCPD also provided special care packages for families with children who have disabilities. Acting President of the Cheshire Village Citizens Association, Estella Campbell, expressed gratitude for the support, while Dr. Christine Hendricks, Executive Director of JCPD, praised the government's ongoing efforts to ensure persons with disabilities live independently with dignity and equality. Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Eastern, Favour Williams, also commended the initiative, reaffirming the administration's dedication to improving the lives of persons with disabilities. Britannia Witter, CVM News.
CVM News continues after this.
And live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the heart-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:4 to 5 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical. Our days get a little complex sometimes. Often so many things make sense, yet so many do not. We are being intentional about giving prominence to the big stories in order to clarify and enlighten. Lead Story explains who, what, when, where, why, and how. Lead Story with George Davis, weekdays at 6:30 p.m. on CVM TV.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
They're Feud's biggest fans.
We love
Y'all gonna have to get some fans.
Join the club.
So I decided to do something special.
But it really matches his skin. which is scary.
Family Feud.
I look like a tattoo on this big Italian dude's chest.
Brought to you by We Are the Caring Store, waiting to serve you. It's time to experience independent living. Visit us today.
SLB empowers my future.
No more fear of missing out. CVM TV News is on YouTube. Get up-to-date news, sports, and business content at CVM TV News anytime, anywhere. Subscribe now to CVM TV News to see it happen.
What's your story? What's your sign? Who dreamers? Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
We welcome you back with regional and international news.
We begin with news in the region. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley will not be offering himself for the next general elections and has announced plans to step out of office before the end of his legal term. Dr. Rowley reflected on his 45 years in public office. TTT News tells us more.
When I announced the PNM victory in Balizé House, I said to this country, I will not be doing that again. And I meant it, and I've kept it.
The People's National Movement is conducting screenings for the Tobago seats this weekend, and the cabinet will be in a retreat on Sunday and Monday.
One of the things that they will be told is that I will not be offering myself again to represent anyone, either in Trinidad or in Tobago. 45 years is a long time. And I would like at this time to say thank you appropriately along the way to all those who have supported my effort and to have benefited from, I hope, I would have positively impacted this country.
An investigation is underway in Turks and Caicos after the government's digital department became the target of hackers. One Caribbean News has the story.
2 weeks now, the government of the Turks and Caicos Islands has grappled with being hacked, launching an investigation to determine, it said, the extent of the potential compromise. But since this initial announcement that the cybersecurity breach, which viciously targeted the government's digitization department, there has been nothing exposing who is behind the breach. Now, residents are getting antsy and want to know the depth, length, and breadth of the hack and when it will be remedied. Hackers attacked the Department of Digitization and E-Government, or DETI, on Wednesday, December 18th. This department falls under the umbrella of the Ministry of Finance, which houses all of the country's revenue, including hundreds of millions of dollars in reserves. It was a direct target.
And in international news, southern Nigeria is struggling with one of West Africa's most neglected refugee crises. Tens of thousands of people have fled there to escape separatist violence in Cameroon. The details from Al Jazeera.
Targeted by both Ambazonia rebels and Cameroon's military, Angu Roland spent a month dodging both to get to Nigeria. He links up with a friend he met on social media, also accused by both sides in the conflict of working for the opposition.
They said I have to produce this guy. The military guys, they say I have to produce this guy. If not, I have to put myself into trouble. So I just decided, since if I run to the French region with the military, I will still be in trouble.
He arrived in Nigeria a few days ago and has yet to find a place in the refugee camp here. Separatist Ambazonia rebels launched a full-scale rebellion in the northwest and southwest of Cameroon in 2018. They're seeking independence for groups they say are marginalized. The United Nations says the conflict has forced more than 100,000 people to seek refuge in Nigeria alone.
There are already 30,000 Cameroonian refugees here in Adagom, and more are still coming as fighting between Cameroonian government forces and Ambazonia rebels goes on.
And that's it for regional and international news.
As the new year approached, many children held wishes that may never come true. In this Inspire Jamaica, we turned our attention to children enduring lifelong pain. Curlin Brown brings us the story of young lives touched by violence, where trauma meets unexpected moments of compassion.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
To say camaraderie often develops through shared experiences was so real for 6 children, handpicked because they no longer have a mother. Why? Those women were murdered. How? Victims of crime in 2024. The gun. It's a tough way to begin an Inspire Jamaica report, but it's the reality for 2 sets of 3 children each for their mothers. The siblings left to question, why did our mothers have to go to their graves, leaving us so young? 2 at 10, 1 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, and an 18-month-old. But such mutual support from the ones known to be among the firsts on the crime scenes, the ones getting all the gory information, the men and the women in blue coming true for these children, a support network initiative threatening to spread for the motherless minors.
I'm Inspector Cherie Greaves, the Territorial Officer for St. Andrew North Community Safety and Security. Now, our Shop with a Cop program is the first for St. Andrew North Division, the first of its kind. It was actually conceptualized in St. Katherine South. Our ably Assistant Commissioner of Police, acting Christopher Phillips, he brought it to Area 5. He is in charge Area 5. And now Area 5 comprised St. Andrew North, St. Katherine North, St. Katherine South, and St. Thomas divisions.
These cops with hearts got help to bring the Christmas cheer of kindness and generosity to the bleeding hearts of these little ones who soaked up the opportunity.
This will be a surprise. That's why I feel till I know what in there.
How are you feeling today?
No, you can't even know what. What in there? Happy.
You happy?
Yeah.
How you get today?
Control a car.
What's inside the bag?
A controller, Lamborghini.
Ah, that is it. What's inside your bag? Same thing?
You want to put on one of them and take one of them? Yep, take one of them.
No, let them choose. Let them choose. Let them choose. Don't. Actually, hold on, bro. If you hold on,
I want to choose a dog, you know. Kitchen set. Baby, hold on a minute. Yeah, I know. We heard this. Kitchen set, so choose a dog.
Even if this was only a band-aid, it was special and tenderly applied, a representation of their JCF badges, delicately capturing the essence of good over bad, while being sensitive to 2 tragic cases that altered 6 young lives.
One of the mother, she was killed by her spouse, allegedly. The other was killed during a drive-by. And so we partnered, the St. Andrew North Community Safety and Security partnered with the Orange Grove Bridgemount Citizens Association, and they actually provided the funds. Now we became the Santa for them, and we took them, the St. Andrew North Community Safety and Security team, along with our commanding officer, Mr. Randy Sweeney. We took them to Answers for Children, where they were feted, they were treated with gifts of their selection. And so because we saw how impactful this program was and how they were really appreciative of it, and we see the importance of it to extend, to showcase another side of policing, the proactive side, the side that interacts with the communities that we serve, the various groups within the communities. And so we will be having this program as a mainstay, a key feature within the St. Andrew North Division. Next year, we'll be adjusting the criteria and we'll be selecting families based on that list of on the criteria. We have done an impactful initiative. We see how it has impacted their lives and how they are grateful for it.
On behalf of all the videographers and the editors, as well as the families of the children who inspired Jamaica week after week, I'm Curlin Brown wishing for you much peace and lots of love for that thing called love for the new year.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
Stay with us. Ronaldo is standing by with the sports.
What's your sign, you dreamers? Don't care what other people say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive. We come alive. We come alive. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive.
I love waking up every day in this country. This is where I was born and raised. I have such a passion for my country, and for me this is home. In Jamaica, a lot of people, they look at just like beach, sea, sand, but our mountains are something to behold. It's majestic up there, and it's a different type of peace. It's a different type of lifestyle completely. I could mention many different places that are amazing, but the one thing I do love about Jamaica as well is that you can find that relaxation, you can find that chill in your backyard. Apart from it being an incredibly beautiful country, an incredibly beautiful island, we have a wonderful, wonderful culture, wonderful, vibrant, colorful people. There is definitely a realness to Jamaica. There's definitely something that no matter what keeps you in touch with reality here. Why come to Jamaica? It all comes back down to Jamaica as a whole. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the climate. Come out and meet us. Come out and experience what Jamaica has to offer.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the heart-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with a rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Premier League, Sunday, January 5 at 3:15 at Drux Hall in St. Anne. The 2023 champions have been dominant so far and are looking for their 7th win in a row, while Dunbeholden look to stop a 5-game winless run. It's Sunday Match Day, featuring Mount Pleasant and Dunbeholden. Sunday, January 5, with kickoff at 3:15 p.m. on CVM TV.